Thursday, bloody Thursday, but it's not Thursday, it's Monday. So it's Monday time, and guess who's here? It's probably, um, it's probably ThorTV. Hey guys, hold on a second, I might have to start. Oh man, so how can I toggle between you and me? Oh boy, here we go. So, hey ThorTV, it's been a long time since we've gotten to see you. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, that's pretty much how it has to be. They call it adulting, is what I hear. Yeah. Speaking of new toys and games, I saw that you got to do something fun this weekend. No, hold on, wait. Before you answer any more questions, apparently you have no audio. Let me
What?
try it. How's that? Give me a sound check.
Audio.
Yeah, that works.
Well, did I not have? I don't know.
I had my microphone turned on, but I didn't have my desktop audio turned on. And now that I do have my desktop audio turned on, I have people messaging me, so I have to go and rectify that. Sweet Jesus God Almighty. Okay, there we are. That's nice. I'm gonna turn this off. Boom, bango. What's going on here?
I don't know. Is everything good now? I'm confused.
Yeah, I have two separate
Much
hangouts.
darker in here than I thought it would be.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot brighter now that. Hold on. I gotta adjust some lights for a second. Nice. Real fucking nice. You know, I take this goddamn time to bring you in here. What are you doing?
That's how I roll, man.
You coming to my house? Just fuck me. Oh, all right. So let's say hi to everybody first.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Hi, Brianna.
There we go. Everybody's name.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Peyton. Hi, Manon.
Tylenol.
Hi, Manon.
Hi.
Elandrea. Hi. I still refuse to acknowledge that is how that's pronounced, but that's fine. Hey, Chris. Hey, I said hi to Zoe, I think. Hey, Silver. Silver. Who else we got? Hi, Ibito. Hi, Brianna. Silver Sky Dragon, what's going on? Christina. Amada, my girlfriend. Hi. Hey, Loki Shire. Eris. Emily. Candace. And Chelsea. I think that's everybody. So, ThorTV, welcome back. What?
Sorry, I just have this
And
little.
Whitney. Hey, ThorTV and Wave.
Just still in here in the corner, don't worry.
No.
What are you guys doing? Trying to stay cool? Trying to stay warm in the rain time?
It is raining a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
It's nice.
She looks like an Eskimo.
That's nice. I believe the proper term is Inuit.
What?
He is right.
Inuit.
What?
Inuit.
It's like
Inuit?
it's like the Native American. It's like saying Native American instead of Indian.
Right.
What?
It's a thing.
So what? Eskimo is like? Am I being racist?
It's a made up term. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it might. I don't know. I'm not going to go into the epistemology of it, but I think it might be like one tribe may have been called Eskimo, and then all of them got called Eskimo.
Inuit.
okay, I gotta remember. I'm never gonna remember that.
It's, well, just remember it this way. It's a joke about the ice.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah.
Inuit.
Inuit.
So, like, if you ever get an Eskimo roll, it's not so much an Eskimo roll as you rolled into it. Rolled Inuit. That's what I'm saying.
Oh man! All right.
That's my joke. So, and by the way, if we have any Inuit followers or watchers right now, please, we only say this because we're ignorant. So what did you do? What's going on? What's happening? Tell me, because we didn't get any of your audio before. What's been happening lately?
So I was attempting into getting back into paintball. So I bought a nice, cool-looking new mask, and I got my old paintball gun, which still looks brand new, and everybody like freaks out over it and how it's very nostalgic to people. It's 13 years old.
What kind of gun is it?
It's the Spider Electra, and it has the rocker trigger on it with the double trigger. Yeah, so you could just apparently that's not a thing anymore. They don't make guns like that where you can just shoot really fast. It's just a regular trigger.
Well, are they all like automatic now? You just pull the trigger and it keeps firing?
Yeah, it's semi-automatic, fully automatic, 3-shot burst, 6-shot burst, 9-shot burst. Yeah, all that stuff. Mine has all that built into it, but I like to be in control of it. I just like to double finger it really fast.
Real nice. Real nice. So how did you do like actual like paintball wise as far as like killing and stuff?
Well, that's the problem. Apparently, paintballers are nothing but a bunch of pussies these days. So I went Saturday morning.
To be fair, we live in Fresno and it rains. It's like in LA when it rains. Nobody goes anywhere.
Nobody showed up?
Very scared.
There was like 40 people there, and they were all young kids, like young teens, maybe early 20s, and they were all there for airsoft. Not a single paintballer showed up except for me and the owner.
So what did you do? Just rent an airsoft gun?
No, I just sat there and waited for like 4 hours because people were calling and wanting to come in, and then I just went home.
Was it an indoor course or an outdoor one?
Both, indoor and outdoor.
Huh?
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe next weekend.
I just want to point out that Brianna wants to know if you have any pets.
I do not.
Steven.
I have no pets.
Yes. Then who's Hammer?
Oh, I do
Show
have
me them kitties!
Okay, one, you do have a pet.
I do have a pet.
And then two, someone said that you should have a fluffy kitty.
Well, there's the kitty right there.
Oh, that's nice.
There's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Kitty on the lap.
Oh, yeah. But he has a hamster.
Yep, I have a hamster. His name is Hammer.
Hamster Hammer?
Yeah, Hammer Hamster. Yeah.
That's a violent couple of objects to put together. So let's take a look at the comments and see what people are saying. We're gonna have to slog through about 15 minutes of stuff people were saying before we even started the broadcast.
Oh no.
Mom wants me to pick up my room, but I don't want to do that. Zoe, pick up your goddamn room. Peyton says hi. Loki should be an Avenger. I feel like a few people missed the point of Loki's involvement with the Avengers. Anyone else affected by the polar vortex? How's the polar vortex treating you?
What?
How the poles are switching.
Oh, is it affecting?
I mean, I don't think we can really tell here.
How about this rain, right?
I mean, maybe there's that, but...
There is a lot of rain, but that's only been like the last week.
Yeah.
Now, I saw you had posted a picture of a tree that had fallen down. Was that your tree?
Very windy.
Yeah, there's we have a couple of what are those? Redwoods? That's what I thought they were. Mm-hmm. It didn't seem well rooted though. Like it didn't have some good roots in it.
I think the tree was sick.
But it was off to the side, and it actually fell over and landed on our building, but at the other end.
I don't think it did any damage though. Like it was a pretty spindly tree, and like there was a dividing wall that caught it, and then the roof caught the top of that. So
what happens now? Somebody has to come and cut it up and take it out of your yard?
Did they do it?
I actually didn't look today.
I didn't look either.
That's probably... I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they'll cut it up or just take the whole thing. But,
Well, you're gonna find out pretty soon.
I like this. If you had $1,000, what would you do with it? I know what I would do right now.
What?
I would get a Deadpool costume.
Oh yeah, you were just talking about.
Yeah, it's like gonna be $1,200 to get like a legit movie accurate one.
I mean, with $1,000, I think I would take it, hold it, and then do my income taxes and figure out whether or not I owe it. That seems to be the big question right now, is what's going to happen with income tax. Have you guys done yours yet?
No.
Not yet.
We just got everything in the other day, and I called somebody that's going to do our taxes, but I haven't got a call back yet. I called him yesterday, by the way. So, yeah, left him a message.
Okay.
Well,
it was a Sunday, so.
I know, but today's Monday. A whole day to call me back.
I wish you luck. Let's see. Birthday, okay. Endgame comes out on the 26th of April, not the 28th, Brianna. Poor Loki needs help. Loki doesn't want to get help. Loki's misunderstood. He's been through a lot. Scared that I will not go to prom because I'm different, okay. MCU, Loki's not misunderstood. Man, there was a lot of conversation before we got here. Horseback riding this weekend. Have you ever been horseback riding?
Yeah. I don't like horses.
Well, no, okay. So let's not get too hasty about not liking horses. Maybe you don't like being on a horse.
Yeah, and you like to be in a horse, but that's a different story.
Yeah, that's nice.
I did just read that story the other day.
It's not as it's pretty quick. It's not a real graphic story. It's it kind of glances over a few of the more erotic parts in my mind.
Oh, see, what I read didn't have anything erotic in it whatsoever.
Right, exactly. They had an opportunity there and they totally missed it.
I feel like that wasn't the point of that whole story. It had a lot to do with the wall, the building of the wall. Funny,
That's another problematic sort of concept to be dealing with.
Right.
But we're doing what we can, with all the walls that people want to build right now. Let me see what else I got going on here in the chat. Other than horseback riding, doesn't seem to be striking a nerve. Sure, for someone to go with you, being different, okay, helping me so much. Can I make a very early request to everyone here so far? Quite sad at the end of last week's stream. Keep it light and happy. Ilandrea, I appreciate it. We'll see what ends up happening, and we are hoping for people to keep it light. We got a little heavy last week. People started getting very sad towards the end of the stream in the chat, so we're going to keep it light and stay upbeat. Thanks, guys. Should be my boyfriend, brother, Tony Stark. Okay, man, people got some real inside stuff. Chris is here. Can't stay today. Sorry, lots of homework. It's cool, Izzy. Favorite person. So, ThorTV.
Yes. Tis I.
If you got $1,000, you're getting yourself a Deadpool replica costume.
I mean, there's a lot of things I want to get that goes beyond $1,000, but yes, that's definitely something I would want to get right
now. Then what? You start going to as many cons as you were going to before?
I wouldn't be able to, but I would like to go through as many as I could. Maybe 4 or 5 a year.
Right.
There we go. All right, let's do this.
Now, what kind of mask is that?
The kind that protects you when paintballs hit you.
There's no brand name on it or anything?
It is a Virtue.
Virtue. I remember there was this very specific mask that I wanted for a long time, and I finally got it, and it was like, it wasn't what I expected,
The dye mask?
No, this was this was years ago. I think it was like a Burton or something. I don't know. But yeah, I had very specific needs and wants for paintball, and I managed to save up enough money and Christmas my way into a lot of it. But paintball is a real expensive hobby. Now, how much did you spend just to go and sit somewhere for 4 hours on paintballs?
I didn't spend any money.
Oh, okay. That's good.
But this is my old baby who still looks brand new.
Look how shiny.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even clean it. I still need to clean it.
Yeah.
But it's just been sitting. I put it in a tote on a pillow, and I had another pillow on top of that, and it's just been sitting there for 13 years.
Well, let's turn a little bit away from that and ask you, Peyton's favorite kind of candy is a lollipop. What about you? What's your favorite kind of candy?
All of them. Usually ones that have chocolate in them. If I'm hungry, I definitely do go for ones with like peanuts in them.
So like a peanut M&M or like a Hershey bar with peanuts and almonds and stuff, or just peanuts?
Any of those. Snickers, peanut M&Ms, the Paydays. I'll go for one of those.
Yeah.
I like a good Payday.
I like a Snickers myself. But I'll take Australian licorice over any of that, I think. I like the sweeter fruit flavored candies.
I will take black licorice from Norway. Or wait, Sweden. Is it Sweden? I don't remember.
I'm going to go ahead and hang up on you
now. You don't like black licorice?
Black licorice is gross.
Thank you.
That stuff is real gross.
Agree with him.
So let's see. What do we got? 1 minute. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now waiting for his great. I love Supergirl. Someone pull out a Tesseract and see if that gets his attention. Blue Cube. Should be hearing me singing Spellbound by the Tesseract. Should we get Thor? Friends. Okay. Excited about the rodeo. Okay. Have you ever been to a rodeo?
Yes, once when I was 8, and that was horrifying. Like, everybody got hurt and had to go away in an ambulance. Like this. Even one of the girls riding around with holding the flag. It would seem, I don't know what they do. They go around with the American flag and they're just going around in a circle. She ended up getting thrown off and her neck got caught in the fence. Oh. And they had to bring an ambulance in for her. They ran out of ambulances and it ended up just being like, at some point they just had pickup trucks and they just throw people in a pickup truck and drive them out. It was horrifying.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. This was the 80s.
It was awful. That sounds just terrible.
One and only rodeo I've ever been to, and that was the worst thing in my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the whole point of the rodeo is to just basically terrify a bull into trying to get like you dead.
They broke a leg on a bull too. They had to get that out of there too.
I don't know.
I swear to God, they roped one and it went down and then it couldn't get back up and they had to bring in a truck to get that out of there. Everything died. It's just the way it was.
All right, so that's what we got to talk about with the rodeo. Fair enough. Bill, we cannot hear him. Okay, Manon, sup, better, J for sound. We can hear you both. I missed you guys. Love Disney World. It's amazing. Harry Potter is cool. Christmas, okay. Hold on. Oh, God. I'm eating. What are you guys having for dinner tonight?
What are we having for dinner?
Yeah. Or what did you have for dinner?
I had oatmeal.
It's a good, it's warming on a rainy day like today. Is that, I mean, have you been cooking a lot since like the marriage thing happened? Like, are you doing a lot of home cooked meals?
Marriage thing. Well, yeah, I always do everything.
Always cooking. Here. Let's get you on the screen. She's a real person, I swear.
What's your latest signature dish that you've made?
Well, actually, Steven has had to have some dietary changes, so he right now is pretty much completely vegan, just by what his body can tolerate. So, came across some really awesome, like, roasted cauliflower recipes. Those are delicious.
Roasted cauliflower, what does that end up look? Does that look like chicken wings when you're done with it?
It kind of does.
I've heard of cauliflower like buffalo cauliflower, and I've always been interested in it.
Yeah, because it like gets crispy on the outside, but it's soft on the inside. It's surprisingly delicious. Yeah.
I'd eat one of those. Not a whole
Yeah.
tray of them, just one.
Just
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Police caught the. Oh, Steven, have the police caught those two filthy scumbuckets who vandalized your car yet?
No. No, we filed a
that's not.
police report and everything, but nothing's going to be done.
Yeah, it's
Of course.
tough. Like things you get ripped off or whatever, and there's just too much petty crime in the world for cops to like take any of it seriously. So you end up having no faith in the law anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give everyone a rundown of like kind of what happened?
I mean, not really.
Okay, fair enough.
It was stressful enough, and like I don't want to have to rehash that out, go through all that again. It's done. It's over
They're
with.
gone.
They're gone. We can just forget about it.
It's all that really matters, I guess. It's
Move
problem
on.
gets solved. Yeah.
They're off to bother other people.
Have any pet? Does Steven have any pets? We already went over that. Flash is cool, but Black Widow is amazing at everything. Are you at your apartment or someone's basement? Judging from the background, Chris, I'm at NerdBot Studios today because I have a meeting here at 7:30, and I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get here in time after the stream.
He's actually in jail right now, and they let him do his live stream.
I'm in jail, and this is how they determine punishments in California.
And you serve 3 years.
And white privilege. Here we go. No homework at all. Okay, I want that cat. Everyone loves your cat.
No.
Steven should be Captain America with the beard. Thoughts?
That's a possibility.
Yeah. Have we
Yeah.
talked about
I don't think so.
No.
They could probably do a good cap. I'd be a horrible cap.
Yeah, I don't. The temperament might disappoint some real upstanding children who were looking for a good role model, and you're like, get out of here, kid! You're bothering me.
Exactly. That's exactly how I'd sound doing it.
If you had $1,000, what would you do with it? We already answered that one. Everyone ready for Endgame? Because I'm not. I don't know at this rate. Loki was just doing his own thing. Peyton just keeps saying random stuff. Okay. 50s today where I'm at. It's about 70 degrees warmer than last week. That's how the polar vortex affected, and I can't. Corn hell. Yeah. Weather has shit all messed up here. 74 today. Okay. Olivia says, hey. Everyone's talking about the weather. That makes a real interesting conversation. Pay off my vet bill. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. So, Steven, what do you think you miss? Like, because both of us have been out of the cosplay game for a while. What do you think you miss most about, like, going to a convention every other weekend or so?
I miss all the photos. Like, that's the main thing. Like, that's all you have. When you stop doing it, that's all you have to look back on is photos.
Yeah.
That's kind of like my favorite thing is doing that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that was sort of the payoff of everything was. It was like you're making a bounty, not a bounty hunt, a scavenger hunt for yourself. You go around all these random people, take all these random pictures, not get any of their information or correlate it with the picture they're taking. And then a week later, you'd find one of the pictures and be like, oh, I found one. And that was kind of rewarding. And then you'd have the people that you followed up with that you did keep their information. But that's sort of the game. It's funny people stress out about cosplay so much, and it's like, why stress out? It's just a game where you take pictures and then try to find them later.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a random email the other day that asked, like, I don't know who the person is, what they look like, anything, and they just sent me a message like, I'm going to a convention. What should I go as? I'm like, I don't know. Whatever you want. I didn't know what else to say. Like, so random.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough because, like, people, like I said, they stress out about it, and Yeah, they want advice on how to cosplay, and it's like, just do what you think would be most fun, and when you're done doing that, you've cosplayed. Like, you don't have to worry about it. Like, you just kind of show up, and if you get a big splash and everyone loves it, then cool, and if not, then you can still have a good time. Doesn't matter. Dress as your favorite character. Dress as your least favorite character. But there's not a lot of advice from cosplay that cosplayers can give you about how to do it or who to do it as. But do you think Deadpool would be sort of your go-to costume if you had that unlimited budget and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. That'd definitely be the route I want to go. Like going back through pictures on just the silly ones that I put that of my costume that I put together, and I just really enjoyed that. Kind of my favorite.
Yeah, I think a lot of Deadpool cosplayers get to enjoy the act of being, sort of immune to social graces, I guess, is one of his superpowers.
But a lot of people just like to go around dressed as Deadpool and be an asshole. That's that's the majority.
That's kind of what he is, though. Like, that's what people love the comics for, is just watching him be a dickhead to everybody.
Yeah, people like to take it too far, though.
That's very true. Do you like Green Arrow or Flash?
Does it have to be one or the other? Or
if you had to choose one, yeah.
I guess Green Arrow. But if I had to choose one as a power, I would be the Flash.
Yeah, I think the Flash is a lot more. I mean, overall, I think the Flash is a more interesting character. A guy who's really good with a bow and arrow. Yeah, whatever. But like a guy who's faster than like the speed of light, faster than time. Like, leads to, in my mind, some more interesting stories and some more interesting like solutions to complicated problems. Yael says, hello, hi Yael. Hi, said hi to Silver Mist. Steven is like, make your movie Reindeer Games and Bill Retreats. I don't know what that is. Oh, make your move Reindeer Games. Okay. In Sweden, you can get black licorice ice cream, so think about that.
There you go. Let's go.
Ugh.
Oh, boy.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I can't imagine what the texture of that would be like, or why that would ever be invented. Have you ever played Mass Effect?
Have I played what?
Mass Effect, video game?
No. But I am playing a video game right now as of yesterday afternoon. I'm playing Fortnite.
How's that going for you?
I die a lot.
Yeah.
I'm playing because my son Lex is playing and wants somebody to play with. And we've been kind of just doing like these private games between him and I, and he's teaching me how to do everything and all the little tricks. And then we team up and go and play against other people. I still just die right away.
Is he like super disappointed in you?
I mean, I didn't think about it until now. Thanks, Bill.
Now that for me, like, that's like Smash Brothers is. I try to get other people into it, but I've been practicing it for so long that I'm like, maybe I'll just play a computer. Don't worry about it.
Without Smash Brothers, all you do is just smash buttons until you win.
Yeah, I mean, that's how everyone starts. And then you kind of get a little more sense of, like, the flavor of, or the rhythm of everything, and it becomes this weird art form.
Amada agrees with me.
What was that?
Yeah, everybody hates black licorice.
Yeah, Amada,
that's fine.
I just saw Amada agrees.
That's like, it's like you being happy that somebody's right-handed. Like, everybody's right-handed. It's cool when a lefty meets a lefty. Like, that's pretty awesome, right? So seeing somebody else who likes black licorice is like, you're fucking cool, man. Like, everybody hates black licorice. No, but I don't. Like, everybody's right-handed.
I don't hate left-handed people.
Well, you better not. You're married to one.
I think it's like being the person who likes to drink straight gin. And everyone's like, oh, why?
Yeah. That's
It's
a good
this is what I like, man. This is gin. If you were to choose between watching a Hunger Games movie or a scary movie, what would you choose?
Scary movie.
Which
Always a scary movie.
What scary movie has come out recently that you think you've had the most interest in?
Oh, let's see. I watched the one everybody was boasting about on Netflix. Bird something.
Oh, Bird Box.
Bird Box. Is that what it's
Okay.
called?
Yeah.
Bird Box, yeah.
There was a show that I was watching. It was a dubbed over one. I think it's somewhere Germany or Norway or something. Crap! What was the name of it?
This wasn't a porno.
As far as I know, it wasn't. Oh man,
I have no idea.
I was watching. Damn it! I forgot what it was called.
Anyway.
What was it about?
Anyways, it was about people who lived in these kids lived in or they were put into a bomb shelter thing that their parents put them in. It was about the rain.
Oh, it was called Rain.
Was it called Rain? There you
Yes.
go. Boom.
It was like radioactive, poisonous rain or something?
Yeah, poisonous rain. So anytime it rained, killed everybody if you got caught.
And it was the people of the town had engineered it, right? So some of them knew about it, and they put their kids in the bunker, and
right. The parents
and everybody else died.
The parents put their kids in a bunker.
Yeah.
And they were in there for 10 years or something like that. And they grew up without any parents or anything. And they ran out of food, so they had to leave the bunker. And it's just it was a show, so it just kind of goes on.
And then it starts raining.
And then it rained. So anyways, it reminded me kind of like Bird Box, but the enemy was the rain.
Yeah, the apocalyptic future movies are pretty depressing for me. I try to keep them limited to a few a year. Ilandrea asks if you're doing keto for medical reasons.
No. We're not doing anything specifically. We're just paying attention to what he can and can't. What makes him hurt and what doesn't. And then we're trying to figure out why.
Makes your butt hurt when you're taking a poop?
Yeah,
no.
My pancreas.
Makes a specific organ hurt. We can't really figure out exactly what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And all the tests are coming back fine, but he definitely has reactions to food.
So far, I can't seem to eat any type of animal products whatsoever. Not even chicken breast
no eggs.
Or egg whites. I had egg whites a couple weeks ago, and that didn't go over well.
No dairy.
So no dairy, nothing animal related at all. Yeah. What else was there?
No lettuce. No nightshade family. No tomatoes.
No lettuce and tomatoes.
Eggplant.
Eggplant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I think
sugar.
Oh yeah.
No sugar.
Borderline diabetic.
You can't have sugar at all?
No. Well, I had some almond milk last night. She normally gets unsweetened, and she got the sweetened kind, and I had some of that last night, and I've been in pain all night and then half the day today.
Oh my god!
Like
I don't think I can handle sugar.
Honey, agave, and maple syrup are okay, but cane sugar.
Yeah, cane sugar is not working.
So you can't get anything. Half the meat you buy at the market has sugar in it.
Well, yeah, we don't. We don't buy it. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, I don't want to get too much into your diet because that sounds like it could get heavy.
And I can't drink. No alcohol.
All right, no booze at all.
What does that do to you? Just makes you
booze
pancreas
would
hurt.
probably land me in a hospital at this point.
Oh my god. Peyton, okay, let's go back to the viewer questions. Physical pain makes me so uneasy. I hate thinking about that you have to suffer through that. Peyton is asking when she graduates in 2019, what color should she dye her hair?
Let's go with all of them. Just do the rainbow. There you go.
There it is.
That's your hair right there.
Color.
Survey says start with orange.
Is there an
Nice.
orange? I don't think I've seen orange.
Yeah, it's
I don't think I've ever
orange.
seen anyone with orange hair.
Fifth
They
Element.
call it an ombre. Ombre.
That's not orange. That's an effect.
It's called an ombro, an umbros. How do you dress up as your favorite character if you don't know how to sew? Well, Peyton, then you just buy a costume. You gather up a bunch of money.
Pay someone.
You get onto YouTube and you learn how to sew.
There's that too.
Just buy it.
Because I didn't know how to sew, and guess what? I made my Thor costume with a sewing machine. Matter of fact, that sewing machine, I don't know if you could see it. There's so much shit on it.
So, is that a working one? Did you manage to get your hands on one that's operational?
My paintball pants right there, but can you even see it? It's so dark.
Yamata. I know somebody named Yamata. That's what I say to my girlfriend when she asks me a question that I agree with. I say, Yamata.
Yamata.
Okay, Chris is predicting that the New England Patriots will win the Super Bowl in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and so on forever until the end of time. Thoughts?
I don't care.
Neither do I. Favorite thing about cons and dressing up is finding friends and having fun together. I met a skater Thor that asked to do a video with me and a Peggy. Thor filmed me as Loki, tried lifting the hammer to get to some money, of course. I couldn't and got annoyed by it. Yeah, I mean, what do you think was one of the best sort of short films or web videos that we made? At a con, not on our own.
Oh, I liked the, I forgot his name. Was it Eric?
Maybe.
The guy who would have the black magic camera.
Oh, I don't know what kind of cameras anybody has.
His name was Eric. He'd come in and he would have us do these little things, and he would do everything in slow motion. There was one where I take the hammer and like hit you in the balls with it.
Oh yeah, that one was fun.
That's Eric, right?
Yeah, that was the slow. Okay, yeah, I remember. That was Joel's roommate, Eric. I think he had the Viking haircut, the just on top, long.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I haven't seen him in a while because I haven't been to any cons, I guess.
I don't even think I have him on Facebook anymore, but oh well.
Yeah, I kind of have been culling my Facebook friends down to like the bare minimum. Whenever I see anyone post something that either A, I don't agree with, or B, I just like don't recognize the person immediately, my first and favorite thing is to go up and unfriend them, just so I have a little bit of a tidier of a friend list.
That's exactly what I did. Actually, I spent a day and deleted, 216 people in one day.
Yeah, and it's people take it as such a like personal thing where it's like, guys, I deleted a bunch of friends today, so if you're reading this, you made the cut.
It's safe for now.
Yeah, and it's like, why? Why say that? Why not just do it?
And I think I've deleted people for, after they did that. It's like, oh, well, who are you to delete?
Yeah.
But my theory is that, I mean, we have our pages. You got Loki Hates You. I have ThorTV.
Right.
And those pages are there for a reason.
Yeah.
I want to keep my personal page with friends and family that are, that I know personally.
Yeah, and I mean, like, for me, even the people that I do know personally, who I just have fallen out of contact with, it's like, I'm never going to talk to you again. Like, it's okay. Like, just reach out to me in another couple of years if you're coming to California or something you want to visit, but it's just not worth it, especially when people are posting, like, really useless stuff. And I'm not even going to get into, like, people posting political stuff, but, people that are taking, like, obvious advertisements and reposting them, and it's like, I don't need that bullshit.
I don't even see you interact on there much more.
Yeah, I do almost nothing on Facebook anymore. I posted for the first time in a very long time the other day to announce that I had started doing my D&D broadcast. But that's like probably the first time in 3 or 4 months that I've like said anything that, you know, I wanted people to actually hear.
As it should be.
Yeah. I like Twitter a lot more though.
Yeah.
It's easier to digest. You just read 10 seconds worth of dialogue and you're done.
I think that's the way everything's going now. I mean, with Twitter and Instagram and just quick, simple, easy.
Yeah, Instagram's real easy to look through as well. Although I don't follow enough people on Instagram to like really make a long like browsing of it. So I usually I just hit the search button and then I just scroll down on whatever it shows me. And man, there's some confusing ass memes out there right now. I don't know how many times you've heard sicko mode in the last couple of months, but
I haven't. I think we're also getting old too. You know, just kind of out of the game.
Dank memes, they call it. They call them the dank memes.
What the fuck is a dank meme?
It's a meme that's confusing because it's made by children. Sometimes we get burned out from the things we love. It's important to take some time away from it. Yeah, agreed, Chris. If we get burned out on stuff, there's no reason to keep going for it. Having to get oh boy, here we go. Planning to move to the UK. Well, Mophonics, I wish you luck on all that. I hope it all turns out well. What is the best thing in Thor Dark World and why?
Oh my god, we're going back to that movie?
Yeah, I guess.
Is there a sex scene in that? No, there's no sex scene.
I mean, depends on what your sexuality is. Bunch of shoes in a room? Are you kidding me? That's my jam right there.
Thor hanging up his hammer on the coat rack. There you go.
Yeah, that was a good moment. That's it.
There wasn't a whole lot going on with that one.
Yeah, Dark World I think was the weakest of the Thor films for sure. I enjoyed when Kurse gets the gravity grenade put on him and you see his eyeball get sucked into like the black hole. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good.
What's your favorite movie, ThorTV?
And what, you know, and that's the thing, like stuff like that always changes. It can change moment to moment. I can watch a movie right now, an older movie that I have, and that's going to be my favorite movie. Zombieland. Let's go with that. For today's favorite movie is going to be Zombieland.
All right. It's good. It's a pretty deep cut.
Zombieland 2, and I love Zombieland, so that'll be great.
How are they making Zombieland 2? Like, it seems like the poster for Zombieland 2 has people that died in Zombieland 1 in it.
No.
Am I wrong? Didn't Woody Harrelson die in Zombieland 1?
No, he didn't die.
Oh, I thought he died. Weird.
Or he was going to die, or almost died. I don't know. Maybe they just make you think he's dead, or he died and then something stupid and he revived. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe it's Woody Zombie.
Yeah, they could do like a Shaun of the Dead thing where they just keep a zombie around as like a friend pet.
There you go.
Gross.
Pet now.
Who's your least favorite Marvel character?
Thor. No, wait. Least favorite, I guess Hawkeye. I mean,
okay, fair enough.
There's not much there. Maybe Hulk. I'm not really a Hulk fan. I'm not really a Thor fan either, but you know.
Same. Not about Thor. Like it's like I'm expected to be this crazy Loki fan, and I'm like, he's okay, I guess. I don't particularly see the point. God, it's hard to say my least favorite. It would probably be an X-Men character.
Yeah, there you go. That'd
There
be
were
better.
some real stupid X-Men characters.
Or they were just portrayed really bad. Like,
Well, Apocalypse sucked.
yeah, Apocalypse sucked.
In the movies, he sucked.
What's his name? Silver. No, what was that? What was the Knight? I think he was in the Wolverine.
Oh, Silver Samurai.
Silver Samurai, that's what it was. Thinking Silver Knight. I'm like, that's not right.
There's a Black Knight, but I don't know about a Silver Knight. Yeah, I mean, there's just some real weak characters like Sauron from Savage Land he was a pterodactyl man that for some reason like leached life energy from people, and it's like, why? What does that have to do with a pterodactyl? Like, why? Would you just like to draw pterodactyls? So that's the character you invented? It doesn't make any sense. Just came to say hi. Hi, Screams and Marvel. They look awesome. Someone's asking you, why are the Ragnarok Thor's shoulders so damn complicated?
Ragnarok's shoulder.
Why did you do the character design for Ragnarok, and why did they come out so complicated?
What? I didn't do that costume.
You personally did the production design for Ragnarok. I saw you do it.
Oh, is that what's going on?
And then you made the shoulders too complicated, and now people are having trouble with it. God damn it.
Yeah, they got to blame somebody, right?
Oh, I got to say hi to Natalie. Sorry, Natalie, and hello. I am trying to get through all the comments.
How is his shoulders complicated? Just because it got like the like round padding?
I'm not sure. I'm not even that familiar with the Thor Ragnarok shoulders.
Yeah, I don't like that costume at all. If I ever make another Thor costume, I'm skipping that one.
Yeah, I mean, even the Ragnarok Loki costume, the fact that he's just basically got a shirt and a pair of pants, like, it lacks the complexity that Loki's costumes always had, and I don't love. It's not my favorite design. It's easier to wear, I'll give you that.
You do have his new costume though, don't you?
I have it, but I like the designs of the Avengers style ones.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. Like, I saw the pictures and I saw that you have it, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's upgraded, or got the latest one. But as far as the overall design of it, it's not the same. Not the same appeal. Yeah, but that's just like the Thor costume, man. That's just terrible.
Yeah, a lot of it got. I don't know. It just got more. It's just like you took a simpler costume and drew pictures on, like made designs on like a vest, rather than taking the actual costume and adding interesting lines to it.
They took the complicated part of Loki's costume where those I don't know, pleats or layers were more in the arms, and it looked good. And then they started striping it across his entire body, in Ragnarok, and it just doesn't have the same look to it.
Yeah, I mean, there's elements from the other costumes in the Ragnarok costume, but they're just not as, I don't know. It is literally just like a leather jacket and a pair of leather pants. And I don't know. If you're looking at Tom Hiddleston wearing stuff and you really like looking at Tom Hiddleston, then I guess it all looks good. But if you're looking at the costumes on a mannequin, I think Ragnarok shows a distinct sort of decrease in originality or uniquitude.
But as far as movies go, that was the better movie of the three.
True. You didn't need the costumes to carry anything. The movie was still very good. Kristen is asking, can she still see the D&D broadcast? Yes, you can. Go on Facebook, search for NerdBot, and go to last Wednesday, and you'll see the Dimension Dorks podcast, and that's where the D&D broadcast lives. Actually, you can just go to Dimension Dorks on Facebook, and it's there. Have you ever played D&D?
I played it a couple times years and years ago, like a long time ago. But I never got into it. I didn't really fully understand it.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts to it, and it can be very difficult to kind of like,
It's too complicated for me.
I don't know. I think once you've done it a couple times, like, put a dozen hours into it or whatever, it's like any other hobby where you start to get more interested and you take, you take the initiative to like learn it and appreciate what sort of like mechanics are involved in it, but it's definitely not for everybody as well. Have you gotten to play any other tabletop games recently?
No, but we do have Clue and Monopoly, so we've been waiting to bust those out and play them.
Have you gotten any Zombicide in?
No, I haven't been playing that at all. Actually, I got that right in front of me, but I haven't been playing it. I mean, you need people to play with,
Yeah.
and I don't hang out with anybody. I mean, I hang out with my wife.
You could do a 2-player Zombicide campaign. You could do it.
She don't want to play.
If the hammer's in the elevator, does it still go out? Yes, it does. I agree with you, Steven. Social media outlets like Twitter and Instagram are more easy to scroll through. Okay. Don't you dare say Nightcrawler. No one's least favorite character is Nightcrawler. Everyone loves Nightcrawler. Ant-Man and the Wasp movie was interesting. How are you doing, Bill and ThorTV? We're doing well, Manol. I don't know if anyone asked this yet, but if you guys seen the new Endgame trailer, what are your thoughts on? Did you get to see the new Endgame trailer?
I have not.
So, did you see the first Endgame trailer?
I also have not.
You haven't seen any of the Endgame trailer? Okay.
No.
Well, what they did was they released a full-length sort of teaser trailer that's like a minute long of, stuff from Endgame that's sort of mysterious and whatever. And then during the Super Bowl, they did a second Endgame trailer, but it's only like 15 seconds long. And it's got even less than the first trailer had. So it's like they put the teaser out after the full trailer.
They put another teaser for the teaser?
Yeah, they put an even more mysterious short trailer out after they put out a full-length mysterious trailer. It's weird. Have you seen Darkest Minds, or do you like it?
Darkest Minds.
I have never even heard of it.
No. Nope. No idea. Oh, what show have I been watching? The Runaways. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah, the X-Men.
Yeah.
The villains, the Children of Villains show.
Yeah, I like that show. Good stuff.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to see that, or Legion, or any of the other Marvel shows. Have you ever played Borderlands?
I've played it a couple of times. Didn't really get into that too much. Wanted to, just couldn't catch on to that one.
I like Borderlands. I've actually played quite a bit of it. And if you ever want to get into it, call me, because I will play that with you, especially if you're playing on PC.
Well, I have a copy of it for on my Mac. Or do I? No, that was on my desktop, but I can get it onto the Mac. And my desktop is crapped out on me now. Doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. So you need to replace another computer now?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which is another $2,500 for one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard when a computer A breaks at all, and then B you can't replace anything because it's all integrated.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, your hard drive's dead, but you can't remove the hard drive. I guess you probably could remove the hard drive.
You can remove the hard drive, yeah. But the hard drive's dead and the logic board is dead, so it's everything.
Yeah. Do you have any suspicions? Was it a power surge, or was it just a shitty, like...
Overheated. The
Yeah.
GPU fried the logic board, and then the hard drive was a gift from a friend who put that in, but it ended up being a much, much older hard drive than I was aware of, and that crapped out. So
I hate computer problems. I had to replace my computer a couple years ago, and I'm so nervous now. Whenever there's like a lightning storm, I'm like, should I just unplug it? Should I just not even bother?
You have it on a surge protector, don't you?
I mean, I do, but you never know.
That's true.
Manon wants to know, hey, Bill and ThorTV, have you ever been to a con together? Yeah, we've been to a few. I can't really start to name them because then we'll be here for a half an hour more. But yeah, we used to go to cons together several dozen times a year.
Oh, yeah.
Now, ZapCon doesn't happen anymore.
No, they're done. There's just little tiny ones that happen around here. I've been going to them recently, just trying to do like photography and stuff, but even then, it's not worth showing up for.
Well, yeah, because still, I mean, if you want to go in, you got to buy a ticket, and that's like $20-$30, and then it's just
$5. All the cons around here are $5. They're so tiny, yeah. Which is not that big of a deal. I mean, to pay $5 to get some photos in isn't so bad, but half the time, nothing worthy of taking a photo even walks through the door. So
I don't know. Like, I think you can go to a con, and even if there's not like stellar cosplay, you can still get some good photos of just like people having fun and stuff. But yeah, if you're looking for like, you know, beautiful like models and stuff, it's small cons are
I'm looking for great cosplays when I go. Like,
who wants to know that? Draco Malfoy wants to know, have you ever tried LARPing?
No, I actually went once with somebody who did that, and I was kind of freaked out. Like, I didn't even know what it was.
Looks very aggressive.
I showed up, and like they were just all they were in character. They were doing their thing, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" And we left. I'm like, I never want to do this again. I will never participate or be a part of anything like this. It's not for me.
Yeah, it's kind of it's half D&D and half like boxing basically, and it doesn't look very fun to me. Do you have any favorite memories from cosplaying at cons together? Oh, nostalgia time.
What do you got?
I always tell people, I remember there was one time at San Diego Comic-Con when we were walking and we were behind the convention center on our way to the Marvel meetup, and there was this big, tall Apocalypse cosplayer.
Oh, yeah.
And he was walking, we were walking behind him, and there were a bunch of people lined up waiting for like the runoff room for Hall H, where you can watch what's going on in Hall H on a big screen. And everyone in that line just started like clapping for these three cosplayers that were walking by, and I thought that was really cool that like we could make something happen walking by a group of strangers.
So we kind of just like bombed in the middle of all that. They're all clapping and
yeah, we made somebody's day brighter. That's all. Do you have any specific memories of like when things went really well?
I honestly can't remember.
I mean, I remember our first con we met. We ended up like hanging out that weekend.
That's true.
Just because like we were like, hey man, like that's pretty cool. Like what you doing, man? And we ended up like really hitting it off the first time we had ever met. So
I want to know who the person was who like, because you kept saying like people were coming to you and say, have you met the Thor that's over there? And you're like, no. And then people were coming to me is like, if you met the Loki that's over there, I'm like, no. And neither one of us budged from our location. And somebody,
I think eventually it was me that walked over to you.
No, somebody grabbed me and brought me over to you. Somebody grabbed my arm and just brought me over there. And I don't know who that was. I don't remember what they looked like or anything, but that was like 6 years ago. But it'd be interesting to like who that person was. Be like, look what you started.
Yeah, I wonder. I think I know who it was. I think. Oh, what was her name? Cat something. I think that might have been who it was, but I could also be wrong. Who knows? But yeah, we had a lot of good times at cons, and I think it'd be nice to go back to those times. It'd also be a lot more exhausting because we're older now. What are your thoughts about comedian Bill Maher attacking fans of comics? His argument is that those who read comics are not adults. Have you seen any of the Bill Maher stuff that he's done?
No.
So you know who Bill Maher is, right?
Maybe if I saw his picture.
He's like a conservative. He's like he's supposed to be liberal, but he's basically like the Glenn Beck of the liberal, like, comedy news circuit. And people kept asking him about Stan Lee and what he thought about Stan Lee, and he's like notoriously not into comics or kind of nerdy culture. And he did a whole monologue about how comics aren't important to society and to culture, and how people who are fans of like Batman and all that, and Marvel and DC, and they need to grow up. And it was like, dude, what's your fucking problem? Like, just don't do the story then. Like, if you're gonna be shitty, like, just don't waste your time and mine.
Isn't that his whole thing? Is just being shitty?
Yes, in the way that, like, it's Jon Stewart's thing, or whoever the Daily Show host, Trevor Noah. It's his like thing to be shitty towards like politicians. Bill Maher is also supposed to be trying to be shitty towards politicians, but he just took a stand on like comics culture is bullshit because like these people read about men in spandex. Can you believe it? There's no lessons to be learned here aside from how to get out of your mother's basement, you fucking douchebag. And yeah, he was an asshole about it.
Huh. Yeah, no, I never saw that. That's too bad.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. What are you gonna do? Hey, Bill, there's bees waiting for you somewhere. Do you guys like country music? What do you think about country music?
Can you burn it?
Wait, what?
Can you burn it?
Can he burn it?
Can you burn country music?
Oh, I mean, onto a CD? Yeah, it's past 1993.
Burn
you can
it
still...
with fire.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess most music media is not that flammable. So it might not even be good for you in that front.
Well, no, then I don't like it. Because if I could set country music on fire, then yeah, I'd love it.
Yeah, I don't love country music either. I think it's typically not got a great message, and it all sounds pretty boring. If you can't dye your hair black, which color would you dye your hair? Zoe, I like my hair how it is, so probably nothing. No color. Caitlin. Steven, what time do you go to bed?
I go to bed roughly by 10 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah, living
like a 4-year-old schedule. Yeah, I'm usually in bed by midnight, I think, but sometimes I go a little later. I stayed up until about 1 last night because I was reading.
Yeah, I stay up at 5. I mean, now that I have like a steady work schedule, my sleeping habits have become very steady as well. So it happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because, like, as an adult, like, you don't have to get as much sleep as you need, but then you end up feeling shitty about it. And there's no real reward to staying up late. So yeah, like, you feel like, whenever I start getting into the cycle of going to bed early, I feel like, oh, am I like getting old or whatever? And it's like, no, I'm just doing what feels right, man.
Well, technically we are getting old, but
oh man, Raven is saying that.
Yeah,
that's uncomfortable. Well, anyways, it's 7 o'clock. We've been going for an hour. We should probably wind it down, anyways. Is there any projects or social media stuff that you want to tell people about before we sign off?
No. there's not currently anything in the works of at the moment. So until further notice, I have nothing to add to that.
Well, I mean, if and when it happens or things come back around, you're always welcome here. I've been going on Mondays just because it seems to be the least busy day for me. But, I've never been opposed to get Thursday started back up, but I don't want to get people too excited about anything.
Thorsday.
Yeah, we had some good times. But yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, and I'm glad we got to catch up a little bit, even if it was through the most non sequitur questions that are possible from human beings. But yeah, we'll do this again pretty soon, and if you can make your way down to Southern California, we can do my D&D broadcast. You can come on and play D&D with me.
Oh boy, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to wish you a good night, and I'm going to sign off, and we'll see you again soon.
Okay, bye.
I'm going to stop the stream now, guys, so don't panic. We're going to stop the screen. I miss you, love you, bye. Goodbye.